everyone, welcome back with another video. The Smutty Future King here once again. And so it's that time of year again where we have Christmas. And a lot of YouTubers that talk about, say, movies will talk about their favorite Christmas movies around this time of year. However, I don't talk about movies. I talk about anime. And unfortunately, it seems like there's a lot less choices when it comes to Christmas-based anime. And there's good reason for that. It's because in Japan, Christmas is not celebrated the same way as it is in the United States, where I'm from. Okay? In Japan, Christmas is, from what I can tell, is mainly... The reason for this is because while Christianity does exist in Japan, it's not nearly as prominent as in the United States. So, like, less than 1%, I think, of Japan's population are Christians. And most of them are either Buddhist or Shinto. And obviously, while obviously non-Christians in the United States celebrate Christmas, such as myself, a lot of Christmas obviously originated with Christianity. That's why it's called Christmas. I think that's probably the biggest reason why Christmas isn't as big of a deal in Japan. However, Christmas is still a thing in Japan. In fact, Kentucky Fried Chicken is very common when it comes to Christmas in Japan. I'll have to save that for a future facts about Japan. Assuming I didn't mention it in the first video. I don't think I did. But anyways, though. So I decided to do some research on some Christmas-themed anime or anime you should watch on Christmas. Because unfortunately, even though I've completed over 1,700 anime, really not my area of expertise. And so I decided to show them off here in a video and see if I've seen any of them. So, right here I'm on the website called Ranker. Alright, which is listing it says 10. It says 10 Christmas anime that are worth to rewatch any time of the year. But the way Ranker typically works is that it'll give a number at the top, but it'll actually show Oh, I guess there are only 10 here. The way I thought this website worked was that they would show way more than that, and that the top 10 were basically the highest voted ones. Because I believe this website picks lists based on fan votes. I guess there are only 10 listed here, so that's what we're going to talk about. I'm interested in seeing exactly what's on this list. So the first one we have here is Toradora, episode 19. So Toradora is actually one of my favorite romance anime of all time. It is really, really good. I actually like it better than the author's other work, Golden Time. I was not very impressed with that one, unfortunately. But Toradora is really good. I do not remember the Christmas episode. But apparently episode 19 is a Christmas episode. It's been a few years since I've seen Toradora as well, so that could be why. But regardless... So yeah, apparently episode 19 is a Christmas episode. It says, Toradora follows a group of friends whose love lives create one tricky web of relationships. The anime as a whole is not holiday themed, but the Christmas Eve festival episode will take you to your emotions on a serious ride. It's where the series really sees a lot of things reach a boiling point, so be prepared for some tears along with your laughs for this one. I mean, I don't think I ever cried a single time watching the series. But regardless, though, Toradora episode 19. Again, I do not remember that episode. But the entire series as a whole, I remember being really fantastic. It definitely has a lot of flaws. Like a ton. But the series as a whole, I remember being great. So, yeah, there's that one. Number 2 is Tokyo Godfathers. Now, this is definitely one that I have seen. And it's one of the staples. Like, whenever an anime fan is asked for Christmas-themed anime, Tokyo Godfathers is always the one that is universally recommended by everyone. Okay. It's basically about these three No, I think only one of them's homeless. It's like, there's a homeless guy, I think there's a trans woman in there, and like a little kid who end up finding an infant child that was abandoned. And they decide to raise it as their own. And it takes place on Christmas. So, and it has like the traditional Christmas themes of love and caring and, you know, helping people out, staying together as a family. in this case, a found family. These, 3, technically 4 if you count the baby, none of them are blood related, obviously, but they're like family to each other, so it still counts. And it is a fantastic movie. I'm not typically into anime movies as well either, but this movie is fantastic, and I definitely highly recommend it. I'm surprised that it's only number 2, because like I said before, if you ask any anime fan about good anime to watch on Christmas, Tokyo Godfathers is always the number 1 pick. Alright, almost always the number 1 pick. Or rather, almost always the one that is universally recommended by everyone. The other picks might be different, but Tokyo Godfathers is usually the one that comes up from everyone. Alright. Number 3, we have Itsudate My Santa. So this was one of the few that I think is basically about Christmas itself. It says, if anyone can make good Christmas anime series, it's Love Hina creator Ken Akamatsu. That's right, I forgot this by the Love Hina creator. The anime has a storyline you would expect from most holiday movies, but delivered with all the quirky emotion that you would expect from a great anime. The protagonist, named Santa, was born on Christmas Eve, but actually hates the holiday. This is until he comes across a young woman who seems determined to get this grumpy Santa in the holiday spirit. I don't think I've ever seen this series. Is his actual birth name Santa? How can parents be so cruel? Holy shit. Okay, that's just funny. I gotta see this now just based on that alone. Like, if there's not a subplot in there with people bullying him because he's named Santa, then I don't know what the fuck Ken Akamatsu is doing. And that could actually be the reason why he hates the holiday as well. See, it fits perfectly, and his parents are fucking awful. But yeah, I like I said before, I haven't seen this, I don't think, but I have heard about it. And yeah, it's definitely one of the few like strictly Christmas themed anime. Because like I said before, Christmas not as huge of a thing in Japan as it is in the United States, or at least not in the same way. That doesn't mean people don't celebrate Christmas. Doesn't mean people don't put up decorations for Christmas and whatnot. But it's still definitely a very different thing in Japan. But this one I'll have to check out though. Especially since I've heard of it before. It's by Love Hina creator, and I grew up with Love Hina. So we'll have to see. I'll have to see. So Kanon is number 4. Was not a big fan of Kanon. Oh god, now that I say that, I'm gonna have to explain myself, aren't I? I fucking hated the protagonist. There we go. He was a fucking arrogant douche. Anyways, but it does take place during winter. I'm getting the feeling a lot of these are gonna be just anime that aren't really about Christmas, but take place around the holiday, or maybe have like emotional, wholesome themes that one would suggest to the holiday. So it says, Kanon is a great anime to check out around the holidays, but most anime lovers will tell you that this is one of the rare occasions when a remake is better than the original. The 2006 version is widely regarded as better than the original series, which was released back in 2002. The anime is set in a wintry town that follows a young man who realizes that he has very few memories of the good old days he used to spend there. While the anime is a harem, the depth of all the characters makes you feel special connection to each of the love interests, as opposed to feeling like the women are just there to take up space in the story. I mean, I didn't feel that way at all. Then again, I only got like 2 or 3 episodes in. Like I said, I fucking despise the protagonist. But I mean, check it out, I guess, if you haven't already. Like I said before, this one takes place during winter, when the ground is littered with snow. That's probably the biggest relation it has to do with Christmas. Number 5, Lucky Star episode 11. So, I did not finish Lucky Star. I thought Lucky Star was really cringeworthy. Now I get it. It's a product of its time. Like, it's meant to be a representation of otaku culture. But even as a huge otaku, as a huge weeb, I kind of felt these characters were cringeworthy. Maybe at some point I'll give it another shot. But, like, I don't know, like, maybe it's because I'm extremely introverted, like, more so than your average introvert. Like, even if you compare me to other introverts, I am more introverted than damn near all of them. Like, I never really had a lot of friends where I had discussions like this, like the characters had in this show. Maybe that's the reason I couldn't relate to it. You know, even though I'm a huge otaku, a huge weeb, maybe that's the reason why I just couldn't relate to these characters at all. Outside of the fact that we share the same hobbies, obviously. So, it says, if you like your Christmas anime with cuteness overload, look no further. The holiday-themed episode of Lucky Star is just downright adorable and a lot of fun. It's a great alternative if you would prefer to get your holiday cheer with a ton of heavy emotions. I wasn't aware of that. I thought it was just a straight-up comedy, no emotional moments to speak of. So, number 6, moving on from that, though. I might get a lot of hate in this video. Already two well-beloved anime classics I've said that I didn't like. Number 6 is Chocoto's Sister. I have never heard of this before, ever. At least Itsudate My Santa I've heard of, even though I haven't seen it. I've never heard of Chocoto's Sister. So, but in the image here, though, it shows a boy and a girl. It seems like they're around winter, and the girl is wearing like a red gloves, a red coat, and a Santa hat. So it might have something to do with Christmas, I don't know. It says, the endearing anime series Chocoto's Sister is deeply rooted in the holiday season and the power of Christmas magic. It gives viewers a look at a young boy who asks Santa for an unusual gift, and his mother miscarried during the holiday season. In addition to... Sounds really heavy, actually. In addition to asking his mother to get better, he also hoped Santa could give him the sister he never received. While his wish doesn't immediately come true, Haruma Kawagoe soon finds out that Santa just likes to take his time. The series sounds really good. Oh, a sec here. I'm going to look this up. How long is it? Chocoto's Sister. Okay, so 24 episodes. I figured something like this would be like a movie or maybe a one core or even just a few episode OVA. But no, it's 24 episodes. Let me see if it has a dub. It does not. So I would still have to watch it subbed. But yeah, this series actually sounds really, really good. I have never heard of it before. But I'm going to have to check this out now. Because, yeah, it sounds really good. Anyways, moving on from that. Number 7 is Love Hina Special Silent Eve. So we've already talked about Ken Akamatsu earlier in this video. So now, the Christmas special of his biggest series, which I remember loving as a kid. I remember loving it. I remember literally nothing about it. Let's read what this site has to say about it. Even if you aren't a Love Hina fan, you might be surprised to see how much you enjoy this special holiday episode. Rumor has it that the first Christmas of the millennium is particularly important time of year. I've never heard of this. Is this something that was just for this series, or is that something that's a thing in Japan? I don't know. If you confess your love on this day, it will come true. As you can imagine, it creates quite the stir and forces Keitaro to make some tricky decisions. It's a fun ride, lighthearted holiday tale that anyone can enjoy while decorating or wrapping presents. Sounds interesting. Still, I can't imagine you get anything out of it if you aren't already a fan of Love Hina, though. Like, if you've never seen Love Hina before, I can't imagine you'd get anything out of this, really. But yeah, I thought about rewatching Love Hina and then reading the manga. Because I watched the anime when I was a teenager, and I remember loving it. It's one of the first like romance anime, rom-coms, harems, all of that shit that I ever watched. Possibly the first, in fact. So number 8 is Strawberry Marshmallow episode 12. Actually, I don't remember if I've ever seen Strawberry Marshmallow. So I have. I gave it a 6 on my anime list. I do. It must be one of those shows where I watched it, but I don't remember anything about it at all. So yeah, once again read what's on the website here, because I don't remember this. So yeah, Strawberry Marshmallow episode 12. The present episode of Strawberry Marshmallow is just what you need if you want to relive your days of believing in Santa. This adorable slice of life anime just lets viewers enjoy the sight of cute girls doing cute things in cute ways. When it comes to these girls celebrating the holidays and embracing their belief in Santa, it doesn't get any cuter than this. I'm sure. They look freaking adorable. But, like I said, according to my anime list, I've seen it, completed it, but I remember almost nothing about it. So, number 9, Winter Sonata. So this is an interesting one. I have definitely heard about this, but I've never seen it. I believe it's based on actually like a K-drama or something like that, like a Korean drama, Korean live-action drama. But I don't know much about it other than that. Other than it presumably takes place during winter. That would make sense for the title. And the image and the picture here is also of a girl kissing a boy with snow. They have small snowmen in front of them. I'm assuming it takes place during winter. Just stands to reason. So, it says, Winter Sonata is a touching romance anime based on a Korean drama. Yep. Of the same title. The love story focuses on Yoo Jin, who has decided to marry a dear childhood friend after tragedy snatches the man she fell in love with. As fate would have it, however, it seems like her late love is more than just a distant memory. The winter setting of the anime... That's kind of ominous. The winter setting of the anime allows for some stunning scenes and also fully captures the desire of love so many people often feel around the holiday season. This is another one that sounds really fucking good, guys. I've completed over 1,700 anime. How much more fucking anime is there for me to watch? Hold on a sec. My anime list. I want to see. So it's 26 episodes, so it's pretty long. It aired from 2009 to 2010. I want to see if it has a dub, though. Apparently not. Only Korean language and English language. So, but yeah, this also does seem like another really great one that I'll have to check out. Because like I said, I've heard of it. I've heard it's supposed to be really good, but that premise really makes me want to check it out, though. So yeah, check that one out, Winter Sonata. So last but not least, number 10 here is Hetalia Axis Powers, episode 31. So with Hetalia, I did not get that far into it. Fortunately, the humor just really didn't do it for me. It's not because it was offensive either. I love offensive humor. But for some reason, it just didn't do it for me. But apparently, episode 31 is a Christmas-themed episode. What it says is, it may seem like an unusual anime to look for Christmas joy, but you would be surprised by how good the holiday episode really is. Hetalia Axis Powers usually focuses on the quirky encounters that happen between the students who are actually personifications of countries. It takes a break from the usual everyday happenings, however, to get all of the countries turned characters into the Christmas spirit. If all the world news has you bummed this holiday season, this is a great way to pick yourself up and imagine a world where all countries come together to celebrate a time of love and joy. See, I may be a little bit on the nose. But yeah, I don't know. Never really was a fan of Italia. But if you are, then I guess episode 31 of this, I'm pretty sure, really long series is something you should watch. So, yeah, that was the list. I just wanted to go through, check it out a bit. And there were a couple anime that I legitimately found interest in, like Chocoto Sister and Winter Sonata. I genuinely want to watch now. And they're both 2 course, so it'll probably take me a little while to complete them. But, yeah. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on any of the anime in this video, if you've seen them. And also let me know if there are any other anime that you think are great to watch around the holidays. Sorry this video came out so late. I'm recording it on December 24th, way early in the morning. It's almost 4 o'clock a.m. You're probably going to see this video on December 26th, so it's after the holidays. But, I mean, even if it's not Christmas, you can still watch these anime any time of the year. I mean, come on now. I think it's kind of a nebulous thing to say certain movies you can only watch certain times of the year. Whether it's Christmas, whether it's Halloween, I watch horror movies all fucking year round. Okay, fucking sue me. Anyways, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content in the future. Hit the notification bell if you want to know whenever I upload a new video, because I release new videos all the time. Share around other places online, such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, etc. If you think it deserves it, to try to get it and my channel more attention. And like I said before, comment down below your thoughts on the video, on all these anime, and any other anime you think are good to watch around the holidays. Because commenting will help my channel out as well. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.